Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into Hustle and Heart. Today we are going to talk about how to become a reseller for under $20 and also just in general how to become a reseller. I know there's people out there that have been asking me, what are the steps that I need to take? What do I need to do? How do I get started? And I'm going to get into that a little bit. For this video, I actually have my handy dandy list, and then I actually got this cute little puffy pen that I had to have. He's so cute. And I have a white one. So now I have a white one and a pink one, and it even has like gold polka dots. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video things. So if you are, I'm gonna break this down into 3 parts on this tip. If you are a thrifter and you thrift for yourself, you thrift for your man, you thrift for your child, you thrift for your grandma, whatever the case is, you thrift for electronics. If you are thrifting for yourself, take what you thrift and you can use your knowledge on the brands that you like, the brands that you know fit your category, the brands that fit for babies or vintage pieces like I know. You can take those and you can use that as part of starting to resell. And that's really easy. I mean, it's one of the easiest things to do is to definitely start with what you know. Now, this next piece is very easy, and for number 2 on this part of this tip, start with your own closet. And I mean that in like the best way possible, because me, okay, I have a huge amount of clothing. Huge. Like, I have so many clothes that I really don't know what to do with, and then reselling kind of makes it worse because I find other stuff and I'm like, oh my god, like I love this, I have to have it, and then I wear it 3 times and I don't have to have it anymore. It's so weird how like that works. Anyway, so definitely check your own closet, because you could turn into how I did, where you have a whole bunch of stuff in your closet and the style may be last year, but there are people out there that don't even start styles till they're technically out. People, I mean, style nowadays, it's not like how it was back in the old days where, everybody, the 1920s were something, 1930s, 40s, 50s. Now everybody wears all kinds of different stuff. So what you have could be in for somebody else, and it could, be a nice little flip. And I would just suggest starting there. And if you have name brand stuff, that makes it even a little bit better. And it is, easier to kind of start that way. This is the third tip of number 1, the third piece of number 1, but you are going to want to do this no matter what door you choose on how you get your inventory. And the way I'm going to say this is research, research, research. Say it 3 times, repeat it, write it on the wall, do whatever you need to do, because researching is very, 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 very important. I would not know half of the brands that I know right now if it wasn't for researching, if it wasn't for Instagram, YouTube. Without those tools, those marketing tools, I would not know, or social media tools, whatever. I would not know what I know now about brands, and that is very important. Now, if you are not a thrifter and you want to resell, if you do not, if you're just somebody, well, it's gonna kill me, but if you're somebody like Will who wears button-ups, boots, and Levi jeans, you're not gonna have much in your closet. People can get that stuff at Walmart, because that's where Will gets it, if anyone wanted to know. And I also get it at the bins. So if anyone know where Will's closet came from, that's where it came from. But if you're somebody like him, you're gonna have to research, whether it be games, baby clothes, whatever category you choose, you need to research, because while you think Nike and all this stuff may do well, it may not do well for you. Just because you have a certain thing doesn't mean it's gonna sell. So it's best to research all these brands, so when you're out and about, if you don't find something, you can look in a different category and have all these options, and so you're not stuck and you're gonna be more likely to find stuff. Or if you are somebody that's gonna narrow it down to just Nike or Lululemon or vintage Levi's, okay, for example, at least research and know what pieces are going to make you a lot of money and what pieces aren't. So if you are going to be that third if you're gonna open up door number 3 and you are going to research brands and just start from start from what people out there are sharing, you go for that. But definitely make sure you spend a few weeks. I would suggest, that's what, even though I knew what I wanted to do, I still wanted to know my game. I wanted to know what I was looking for, and the way that you can do that best is by studying. And you may be completely over that, you may not even want to mess with it, but if you're going to sell Nike and Victoria's Secret, I would be looking up like what sold the most in those categories and what you should be looking for, and maybe keep an eye out on other sources that you could do. So definitely look into your research, watch other YouTube videos, watch my videos, watch whatever you need to do to help your business. But researching, just because you've been thrifting since you were 13 years old, just because you've been, around the block with your closet like I have, you still need to research, because you could have 5 or 6 items from a certain brand and they're not worth anything. You could have been buying your kid a certain brand of clothes, and turns out that that company isn't going to make you much, and you need to be looking for a different company. Reselling versus thrifting, I'm somebody where I can thrift something. Like, this is what is this? This is a sweater from St. John's Bay, which is from JCPenney's. This would not sell. This would not sell. It's a department store. But thrifting for myself, I don't mind. I like the design. I think it's cute, and I have earrings that match it. It is what it is. Reselling, it's all about brands. It's all about style. You're going to be better off with having, a good brand like Victoria's Secret, for example. You're going to have better luck selling a Victoria's Secret jacket than you are a No Boundaries jacket from Walmart. So research, research, research. Repeat 3 times, keep it in your head, good to go. So the best way to start under $20, okay, is to, once you have your research, once you know what you want to do, once you understand everything, you are going to want to look at the best thrift stores in your area that you can find. You're going to want to check garage sales. You're going to want to check estate sales. You are going to want to head to the bins. If you are here in St. Louis, we have 2 of them. You are going to want to get the best bang for your buck. Now, if you are in a thrift store and you find an item, you look it up and it's it's $100 item and it's $20, you can take that risk and you can try it. My thing is why not take something, I wish I had a $20 bill right now, but why not take that $20 bill and try to put it into 4 or 5 items or 10 items or whatever you can find, then go for that. That's the best way to start reselling on that end. To start with $20 is to take whatever amount you have and stretch that $20 to the best of your ability. And my bank account for my business is separate from my personal bank account. And I do that for a reason, but no matter how much money is in my business account, I stretch every little penny, and Will can vouch for that, because I try to get the best deal that I possibly can and the best items that I can for my buck. And to me, that's very important, because that's how you're going to get the most inventory. That's how you're going to get the items you really need. And if something is good enough, trust me, I spend the money on it. But stretch your $20 to the best of your ability. Also, make sure, I said this in my tips video, but make sure that you are checking sales. Goodwill has sales, Salvation Army has sales, what are the other thrift stores? Savers has sales. Your local little boutiques, Plato's Closet, they all have sales. Check them out. I know Plato's Closet has Dollar Day sometimes. I know that certain thrift stores do run pretty good sales. And then the garage sales are great, because sometimes you can get items. Like, I remember last summer I got a few Carhartt shirts for Will and a few shirts that I happened to get for myself that were literally 25 cents a piece. People garage sales, they just want to get out of their house. It's just an easy way to get out, and we're definitely coming into garage sale season, so hop into that full force and get your booty up on days that garage sales are hitting, because you never know what you're gonna find. So there's that. Okay, so this next tip is definitely something that helped me with, starting my business for under $20. Use the free Like, get whatever free shipping pack or shipping supplies you can. If you can't buy a printer, go to, you know, your local Office Max or go to the library. You can print a black and white page for 16 or 16, 18-ish cents. So use that. And another way to start your business that you are going to need, you're going to need a steamer. You're going to need a scale because you need to know the weight of your items, and if it's wrong, you're going to be charged and you're going to get bad reviews. So definitely look at getting a food scale versus a shipping scale. A food scale is at Walmart, I believe. I know I have mine here. This little guy was, I believe, $14 or $15. And then my steamer, I don't know where it's at the moment, but I believe my steamer was the same amount. So you don't have to buy these big old things to start out. You can start small, and you can use an iron too if need be. So definitely look at doing that. And also thank you notes. Hit up your dollar store if you need certain things to put in there. That's where you know, you can get a lot of thank you notes from. They have really cute ones. And then if you also need like tissue paper or you need some poly mailers, you can get them there. And so it's pretty much how I started for under $20. I used my own closet. I researched. I used my knowledge as a thrifter. I did my homework for weeks. I still, till this day, guys, I dedicate certain days to learning because this business is always changing. It's always, you know, there's always things that I need to be learning as a reseller, and I feel it's very important for me to do. You are going to want to get your pages started. However you want to do it, whatever store name you want to come up with, take the time that you need. I put a lot of thought into mine, hustle and heart. If you watched my first video, that is my life. I hustle and I have a huge heart, and it's what I believe in. So definitely start something that means everything to you. I mean, this is your business. You should put everything into it. And you know, once you get your pages started, I have Instagram. I have my personal one, and then I have my actual store one. And my store one comes in handy a lot because it's a lot of motivation. I learn a lot of stuff. I get tips. I get all this stuff, and I would not get that on my regular Instagram. I do get love from people that I know personally, and that's great. But I do love that I have a community behind my back. That's awesome, and I love it. And I've met some really cool people on there. So, Thrifty Chic is the girl that I follow on Instagram, and she follows me back. And her name is Melissa, and she is based out of Washington, I believe. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. She's great, and I'm always commenting on her stuff. She's always commenting on mine. So, love that I've met her, and I've met other people, and I get to, you know, be inspired by these amazing people who are doing great in this business. So there's that. Now, once you start your sites, you do have to normally have a bank account. You're gonna have to make a PayPal, and those are really easy. They're just step-by-step processes. I have a whole entire business. My whole entire business is on different accounts, and it's so much easier than having everything linked. So definitely look at having business accounts. It's gonna help a lot. A tip on how to becoming a reseller, and this one's very important. As you increase inventory, keep track of it all. Organize it. Make sure it's put away right, and you have you have a certain place for everything. I am somebody who has a lot of inventory, and I'm still trying to get everything in the right place, in the right order, and it takes a lot, but anyone can do it. If you start out that way, you're good. Also, keep track of every mile you do and everything like that, because if you are going to claim taxes and all that stuff, you're going to need all that stuff for your business. If you sell a couple things here and there, I've heard that you don't really have to worry about it. But if you are somebody who resells a lot, I would definitely look at, or wants to resell a lot as well, look at saving your stuff, save your mileage, do all this stuff, because at the end of the year, you're going to need it. I probably should have included with, where you kind of pick what area you are going to thrift in, but definitely pick your category. Like, when you pick your category, you can do more than one category. You don't have to stick to one thing. I mean, I sell pretty much 3 items, and it's men's, women's, and then vintage, which I just kind of include that separate because it just goes back and forth. It just depends on what I'm selling. I don't mess with purses too much. I haven't yet. Shoes, I've got a few pairs of shoes that I need to list, but they're not my main go-to. I know I see some people on Instagram that love to sell shoes, and that's great. I think that's fantastic. I hope one day I can sell shoes like that, but as of right now, I'm totally closed.
Okay, so that's pretty much my tips on how to become a reseller, how to start under $20. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for watching as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!